Alright class, so it is week number 14 and lecture number 56. We were discussing the topic volume and surface area. In my last class we had attempted question number 7 was the last one, right? In which we need to find out the surface area of a pyramid. And I had told you when I was explaining the formulas and the basic concepts of a shape pyramid that when you need to find out the total surface area, you need to plot the net diagram. And basically what a net diagram is, what or you can say how it will be look like if you open the pyramid, right? So when we open this pyramid looks like this. The pyramid comprises on 4 triangles and 1 rectangular base. It may be a square base, it may be a triangular base, right? If the base is a square, that means all 4 triangles are same. If the base is a rectangle, that means opposite triangles are same. And if the base is a triangular, that means all 4 triangles hopefully will be different, right? If the base is triangular. So first we draw the net pyramid, then we find out the area of all these shapes, add them together to find out the total surface area. Keep in mind the trick that I had told you. To find the total surface area, you need to visualize in your mind that which part you can touch easily. So we can touch that part, this part, this part and this part because it is now open, right? Now in today's class we are going to carry on with our topic. Now question number 15, VPQRS with a rectangular base. Now the first important thing is that we have a rectangular base. Sides are 10 and 8, you can see in the figure as well. Given that the volume of pyramid is 180, so volume is known, that is equals to 180 centimeter cube. Find its height. So in the first part you need to find height, but before that I need to find the area of PQRS, that is the base area. Base area. So base area, or you can say that area of PQRS is equals to base multiplied by length, so that means PQ multiplied by QR. The value of PQ is known, that is 10, multiply the value of QR is 8, that means we have a base area of 80 centimeter square, right? Now the working formula of volume of pyramid is equals to 1/3 base area multiplied by height. That is the working formula. The volume is known, it's 180 is equals to 1 divided by 3. Now the base area is what? It's the area of a rectangle, and we have find out the area of a rectangle, it's 80. So base area is 80 and height is unknown, right? Now you need to solve it. So 3 will be multiplied with 180, so that is 180 times 3 is equals to 80 times h. Here we have a multiplication, that means h is equals to 180 multiplied by 3 divided by 80. 0 and 0 cancel each other. 2 4s are 8 and 2 9s are 18. So that is equals to 9 3s are 27 divided by 4. Now 27 divided by 4, it's 6.75, and the unit is centimeter as given in the question. So that is your first part, in which you need to find the height of the pyramid. Now in the next part, where it says find the total surface area. Before finding the total surface area, you need to plot the net of pyramid. And what does it mean? How a pyramid looks like if you open it. And before that, if I draw the height in my pyramid, so it will be like this, right? So that is my height of pyramid. Its value is 6.75. Now look closely, because we need to find this slant length first before finding the value of surface area. And if I make a triangle here, so you will see that basically we have a right angle triangle, right? In right angle triangle, we know that we can apply Pythagoras theorem. If the total length is 10, so this length, it will be half of 10, that means its value is 5, right? Now you can find out the value of L by using Pythagoras. So it will be L square is equals to 6.78 square plus 5 square. Now you need to find out the values. So 6.78 square is 45.96, so I take it as 46, plus 5 square is 25. So 46 plus 25, it's 71. The value of L square is 71. Now you need to apply root on both sides. So the value of L, it's 8.426, or I will take as 8.43 after rounding off the data, right? Now similarly, I am going to make another right angle triangle, and I am going to draw it with the black pen, this one, the slant height at my front face. I hope that you are clear what I am going to do next, and that is my right angle triangle. If I draw it separately, So the triangle looks like in such a way that the top point is V, and exact below the point V we have a center of pyramid, and this point here, let's suppose I say this point is K, let's suppose. So we have a point K here, right? And we need to find the value of VK. So I say that because I take L here, so I say this value is M, unknown, and that is my right angle triangle. Now the value from V to the point K is 6.75. So this value here is 6.75. The value of K to this point, not K, the center to the point K, this value will be the half of 8. So 8 divided by 2, that is equals to 4, right? This point here is O, and we have O here. So now we can find the value of M by using Pythagoras. It will be M square is equals to 6.75 square, that is the value of height 6.78, plus 4 square, right? If you solve it, oh wait a minute, just let me move this question so we have more space. Alright, now so that is equals to 6.78 square, that is 46, and 4 square, it's 16. So 46 plus 16, it's 62. And at last you need to apply under root on both sides. So that is equals to 7.87. Now that was the tricky part that we had solved. If you have any problem, you can see the solution again. At first I need to find the value of L. Why I am finding the value of L, I am going to explain it in a few minutes. So first I need to find the value of L. What I do, I have the value of height. This length will be the half of the length 10, right? That means it's 5, and we need to find out the hypotenuse. So by using Pythagoras, substitute the values, we got the value of L. Similarly, I need to find out the slant value at the front triangle. I again draw the right angle triangle. It's difficult to understand the figure, that's why I plot it in a 2D separately. The topmost point is V, you can see that. Below V we have a center point, and I called it O. Below V we have a center point O, and from O we have a point K here, and K is at 90 to O, right? So we have a right angle triangle again, in which we need to find the value of M. By using Pythagoras, we had find out the value of M. Now why did I find it? If I open the pyramid, so which shape I will get? In the last question we had solved a similar question, right? So when you open the rectangular pyramid, you have 4 rectangles. And the quality of these 4 rectangles is that these 2 triangles are same. Sorry, triangle is not rectangle. And these 2 triangles are same. So the base is 10 and 8. So I am just mentioning the dimension here, 10 and 8. Now, why did I find out this length by Pythagoras? This slant height L, this slant height, when we open the triangle, and if I could explain here, when you open the triangle, so that is your length, right? It will be downward, or you can say that कि ये इसके ऊपर ऐसे गिर जाएगी length, right? So it will be like this once you open your pyramid. That means we have this length L. Similarly, we have this length M with the same concept. Once you open the pyramid, it will be fell down like this. Now the first thing, area of base. Area of base is 10 multiplied by 8. Area of rectangle, simple. So 10 times 8 is 80 centimeter square, right? After that, area of triangle A. So the working formula of triangle is 1 over 2 base multiplied by height, and I am going to multiply it with 2 because we have two triangles A. So the base of the triangle A, it's 10, and the height of the triangle is basically the value of M, 7.87. 2 and 2 cancel each other, so 7.87 times 10 will be 78.7 centimeter square, right? After triangle A, I need to find the area of triangle B. So area of triangle B is equals to 1 upon 2 base multiplied by height. The base is 8 and the height L is basically 8.43. Like triangle A, we have two triangles B, so I multiply the whole answer by 2. So 2 and 2 cancel each other. When you multiply 8 with 8.43, gives you the value of 67.4 centimeter square. Now you got all the areas of triangles and area of base. So total surface area is equals to area of base 80 plus area of triangle A 78.7, both triangles A, right? And area of both triangles B 67.4. So 80 plus 78.7 plus 67.4, it's 226 centimeter square. So that is the total surface area of this pyramid. Now I know it is a bit tricky question, I absolutely agree with you, but the important part or the good news is that you can watch the video as many times as you want, right? So it will be very helpful for you, and when we are moving toward the next question, you should apply or you should try it by yourself first before you watch the video. When you begin the question by yourself and you stuck at some point and then you watch the video, trust me, its impact will be very different. You can try it in one question and you will see the result by yourself, right? So commit by yourself that When you see the next question, you won't see the video, you will attempt it by yourself. So moving on to the next one. It's question number 10. First, read the question carefully. VABCD is a pyramid with a rectangular base of sides 15 and 9 centimeter. Given that the slant height VQ of the pyramid is 16. Now one length is known, that means it is a reduction to apply instead, or you can say instead of applying 2 times Pythagoras, now we need to apply only once. Find its height and volume. Alright, first part, you need to find the height. Try it by yourself, and for just a startup, the height will be this one. This length here is your height, and you can see that is your right angle triangle. So can you find out the value of height here? Try it by yourself, find out the value of height. Now, if you observe that you need to apply Pythagoras here, then you have done the starting part very well. To apply Pythagoras, I have a length 16. What should be this length? So that is equals to half of 15, and it's 7.5, right? For your easiness, if I draw the triangles separately, so it will look like this one. At the top you have a point V. This is center point, let's call this O in both the figures, and this point here is Q. The length of V to Q is known, and it's 16 centimeter. The length of O to Q, we had just figured it out that it will be half of 15, and 15 over 2 is 7.5. And we need to find out the height of a pyramid. Applying Pythagoras here, so it will be 16 square is equals to h square plus 7.5 square. You need to find out the values here. 16 square, it's 256, is equals to h square plus 7.5 square is 56.25. You need to simplify it. So 256, 56.25 shifts on the left side. It will be minus 56.25 is equals to h square. So 256 minus 56.25, it's 199.75 is equals to h square. Keep in mind that is not the final answer. Now you need to apply root on both sides. So the root of 199, that is equals to 14.13, and you got the value of height of pyramid, that is 14.13 centimeter. That is the first part. I hope that all of you had a clear idea what we did in this part. Now the next part is you need to find out the volume here, right? Now after the surface area, you know that volume is very easy to find, right? For volume, you need to apply the working formula, that is 1 over 3 base area times height. The base area that is the area of a rectangle, right? So it will be 15 multiplied by 9. The value of height is 14.13. You can solve it. 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are 15. So 5 nines are 45, and 45 times 14.13. It's 635.85. And that is the value of volume of a pyramid. Thank God that it did not ask about the surface area, right? Or if you think you can do that, and I know you can do that, it's not so much difficult, I know a bit complicated, but all of you can do that. Not ask in the question, I'm not asking you for your practice. If you want to do that, then attempt the surface area of this question if you want. No compulsion, that is not your homework. If you want for further practice, you can find out the surface area of this question, and I know that you can do that easily. All right, so in today's lecture we had covered the some important concepts of pyramid regarding the total surface area, and that was a bit of complicated question, I know it, but nothing to worry about. You can watch the video all over again, you can build your concepts, and you can do that. Once your concepts are built and you exactly know why I did this step, trust me, if you have the answer of why, that means you have a clear concept. The why is very important. Whenever you are solving something, ask yourself why I am doing this. And if your mind tells you the exact answer, that means your concepts regarding the question is very clear. And if your mind is not clear and there is slight doubt, that means there is some misconception there, right? All right, so after question number 10, moving on to the next question. Yes, this one. A pyramid has a rectangular base of side 16 meter by 14 meter. Given that the volume of pyramid is 700 meter cube, so volume is known, that is 700 meter cube, and we have a rectangular base. You need to find its height. For first part, height is unknown. Now I assume that mostly of you can do that question without my help. So why don't you give it a try? And I am waiting for you for at least a minute. I am waiting, and give it a try. Start the question and then match your answer with mine answer, right? So give it a try. Start. So I made a figure roughly sketched here. We have a rectangular base, it's 16 by 14. Volume is known, you need to find out its height. So the first step that I assume that all of you had done it to apply the working formula of pyramid. So it's 1 over 3 base area multiplied by height. That is the important step, right? Now you need to substitute the values. So the base area will be what? It will be 16 by 14. That is the area of a rectangle, right? Height is unknown, so I am going to place h here. The volume is known, it's 700 is equals to 1/3, and we have h here. So 16 times 14 is 224. You need to find out the value of h. Make h the subject of the equation. It will be 700 times 3 is equals to 224 times h. Now you need to divide it. So 700 times 3 divided by 224 is equals to h. Now we can find out the value of height here. So 700 times 3, it's 2100 divided by 224, it's 9.375. So value of height is 9.37, and I'm going to round off to 4. So 9.4 centimeter, the height of the pyramid. In the next part, your favorite one, right? You need to find out the total surface area. That means now you need to plot the net of pyramid. Now, I had sketched the roughly sketch of pyramid here. Now first thing, you need to find out the height here. So I need to draw it again with more clarity. So that is the pyramid. Right, we have the values of 14 and 16 here. The height of the pyramid is known, right? So first thing, you need to find out the slant height here, and I think I need to draw it without the tool here because it will be a little tilt to understand it better. Now the height is known, that is 9.4, right? This length is 16, it means half of it will be 8, right? We need to find the slant height, this length. Let's call this length L. For L, we can apply Pythagoras because height is known and 8 is known. So value of L will be L square is equals to 8 square plus h square. H is 9.4, so 8 square is 64 plus 9.4 square, right? 9.4 square is 88.36 plus 64, it's 152.4 centimeter square. You need to find out the value of L. So applying root on both sides. So the value of length is 12.34 centimeter. That is your first slant height. Now you need to find the next slant height, and I am going to make a figure first. So this height, let's suppose this point is O and this point here is K. So starting point, let's suppose it's V. So starting point is V. Below V we have a point center O, and from O we have a point here, that is K. That is our right angle triangle. The height is known 9.4. The value Vk is known, so let's define it by x. The value of O till K. Now the total length is 14 here. That means half of it will be 7. Now you can apply the value of x by using Pythagoras. It will be x square is equals to 9.4 square plus 7 square. So 9.4 square is 88.4, 7 square is 49. The sum is 137.4. It's x square. Applying root on both sides, so it's 11.72. 11.72 centimeter. Right? Now the final step, in which I need to draw the net of pyramid. So we have a rectangle, we have a triangle above that rectangle, we have a triangle below that rectangle. These two triangles are same and we refer that as triangle A. We have a triangle on left side, we have a triangle on right side, and we say that it's triangle B and it's triangle B. The lengths are 16 and 14. At first, area of rectangle or area of base, that is equals to 16 multiplied by 14, right? Area of triangle A is equals to 1 upon 2 base multiplied by height, and there are two triangles, so we will multiply it by 2. Now the triangle A has a base of 16 and the triangle A slant height or the height is the value of x, that is 11.72, right? So it's 11.72, and area of triangle B is equals to 1 upon 2 base multiplied by height, and you need to multiply it by 2 because we have two triangle B. The value of L we had find out, it's 12.34, right? So the base is 14 and the height is 12.34. We know that 2 and 2 cancel each other. So what you need to do, you need to find out all the values and add them together to find out the total surface area, and that is your homework. You need to do that part, right? So I hope that all of you have an idea how we solve the question. So see you in next class with a new subtopic. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.